In this tutorial in Microsoft PowerPoint, I'd like to work through some design options that you have when you begin a new PowerPoint presentation. So let's start by clicking on the File tab at the very top and then click on New. I could choose a template from here, but let's start with a blank presentation. I'll add a title and a subtitle. And then we'll go ahead and do some design options here. I want to click on the Design tab above the toolbar, and this gives me several options. When you hover over any of these particular pre-designed templates, you begin to see what they look like, and you can click on the down arrow for more in the lower right corner and discover you have in this version approximately 35 different ways in which we can start our template. So I'm going to click on one of these just at random, and this gives me an option of what it will look like. But if you notice at the top in PowerPoint 2016, I have some variants on the right, and this allows me to take the basic template and change it slightly. You notice how the colors shift from one kind to the other and the backgrounds from black to white. So I can choose different sub-themes in PowerPoint 2016. I can also control the fonts. Now here I have a large font for the top font and a smaller one for the second. And as you see, as I mouse down and hold over each of these, I have different combinations that I can pick. And I can use the slider bar to go through all of this in order to pick one that I think will work in my particular setting. So we'll click on this one as my font variant for my major and secondary font. You can also override it. When I have graphics, I can also control effects. It starts out with the normal office effects, but I can change others. We don't see those here until we actually insert a graphic, but you can change those as well. So those are 3 or 4 variants that you have. And again, you can go back on the left side and choose a different template, and also go ahead and choose different variants on that template as much as you want. So your combinations go into the hundreds, if not thousands, of what you can do as you pick a background and a setting. Let me show you another important thing you can do. It starts out usually with a title. If I add another slide, I'll click on the Home tab. I'll click on New Slide. It gives me the option of choosing several different ways in which my next slide will look. I can have a title only, I can make it blank, I have a title with a caption, a quote with a caption. I'll click on this, and it's slightly different than the first one. If I want to add another slide, I can say, well, let's make this one look like a to content, or I can add more here. And then here, if you see the shadow in the back, I can add a graph, a chart, a picture, a movie, whatever I want to. Item 1, and I can click over here and I can do item 2. And so it gives me many variations on how I can order these. If I add another slide, I can also click on the layout of that slide after I put it in and change again what that particular slide will look like. So once you have a slide in, you can change it as much as you want. When I'm all done with this, that still doesn't prevent me from going back to my Design tab and deciding, you know, I want a different look and feel for the whole presentation. So I'll choose a different theme and a different variant, and all of a sudden everything changes. It upgrades to whatever I've chosen to do here. So you have several ways you can do it. You can modify the theme, you can control the variant, you can also control on the individual slide what it will look like. Let me add another one for fun. I'll click on the Home tab, do a new slide, right-click on it, or I can click on Layout at the top, and then I get to pick a different kind of layout for this particular slide.